Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Pam. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
And shout out to Jen Grace of Ruper's. I got to see her at Brewfest, which was a nice surprise. And she got a picture of Sherry and I. And Sherry's like, we didn't get a picture of ourselves. And I'm like, Jen Grace was on the spot.
Jen got one for us.
Yeah, Jen got one for us. That was such a great event.
It was. It was a beautiful day, and the beer was cold, the ciders were cold, the seltzers were cold, and everybody was in a great mood. And yeah, it was tons of fun.
Yeah, you can't ask for more than that. Nope. We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by the co-founder of the Maine Real Estate Experience, Matt Mocciola. How are you, Matt?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Excellent. And we're also here with an employee of Shampoo Insurance, a volunteer, and a wish granter for Make-A-Wish Maine, Kacey LePage. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Excellent. Did I get your intro right? All those things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm on the committee for Wishes in the Valley. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Got that too. You're on the committee for Wishes in the Valley, which is coming up on August the 8th.
Sure is.
Are you ready, Pam?
No.
I don't want to do this to you, but I do have a countdown as to how many days are left until August the 8th. And let's see, 40.
Yeah.
40. I think the last time we talked about it, we were up in the 80s, and now we're down to 40.
Yeah, it comes quick.
It does come quick.
Lots of events happening, and
Yes.
that one's a big one.
So that, of course, is happening at Lost Valley. It is the second annual Wishes in the Valley. The first one only raised, what, $89,500.
That's all. You know.
Just incredible. So we are going to be talking to Matt and Kacey about their involvement with Wishes in the Valley coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Monday, June 29th.
The Lewiston City Council will hold a special meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Lewiston High School to address youth gun violence. Presenters include Lewiston Police Chief Carly Conley, Androscoggin County District Attorney Neil McLean, Lewiston Public Schools Superintendent Jake Langley, and New Beginnings Executive Director Chris Bicknell. Presentations will be followed by comments from city councilors and the public.
Governor Janet Mills and Senator Susan Collins were among the dignitaries present for Saturday's grand opening of Lewiston's Maine Museum of Innovation, Learning, and Labor, also known as Maine Mill. The museum is home to over 10,000 artifacts of those who lived and worked in the region. It is located at 1 Beach Street, and admission is $15.
Saw pictures of the ribbon cutting and people going through it. Looks pretty amazing in there.
It's incredible.
Lewiston Auburn's 2-day Liberty Festival will feature its first ever parade on Saturday afternoon. The route will begin on Main Street in Auburn, head across the Longley Bridge, up to Main Street in Lewiston, and end on Mill Street. The 2-day celebration begins Friday at Veterans Memorial Park in Lewiston, featuring live music, food and novelty vendors, and a cash bar. For more information, visit libertyfestival.org.
And the City of Auburn is gathering photos for its 2026 comprehensive plan and is seeking submissions from residents. The city is looking to capture the spirit, people, and places that make Auburn such a special place to call home. The deadline to submit is July 8th. More information is available on the city's Facebook page. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
We have sunshine throughout the day today. We'll have a high of 82 and a low of 57. Cloudy tomorrow with some late evening showers, high of 84 and a low of 60. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with high in the 90s, or high of a 90 and low of 67.
And it's going to get even hotter this week. I think it's going to be 96 on Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we'll be in July.
Yes.
Bring it on.
In sports, Sonny Gray took a no-hitter into the 8th inning, and Jarren Duran hit a walk-off RBI single in the 10th to give the Red Sox a 5-4 win over the stinking New York Yankees.
What? They won?
4 in a row.
Team USA will take on Bosnia and Herzegovina in the World Cup on Wednesday.
The Bruins acquired Utah Mammoth right wing J.J. Peterka in a trade at the NHL draft on Friday. In exchange, the Bruins gave Utah this year's first-round pick, the 23rd overall, and a first-round pick in 2028. The 24-year-old from Germany has recorded 92 goals and 105 assists in 320 NHL games. The Bees also acquired Colorado Avalanche forward Ivan Ivan.
That's his name?
That's his name.
Why?
Did your mom do that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but that's his name. In exchange for minor leaguer Fabian Lysell. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for June the 29th, shall we?
Sure.
All right. You're not convinced this is a good one yet, Pam?
No.
Okay.
No.
We're going to start off with Colin Hay, who is 73 years old today. He was the lead singer for the band Men at Work, who blew up in the 80s with songs like Down Under, Who Can It Be Now, Overkill, and It's a Mistake. And he's also released 15 solo albums.
That we know nothing about.
True. Yes. For all you 80s metal fans out there, Don Dokken is 73 years old today. Their big hits include Breaking the Chains, Into the Fire, and Dream Warriors, the theme song from Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
The third one, not the first.
Not the first. Fred Grandy is 78 years old today. He played Gopher on The Love Boat.
Did you watch that?
I did. There wasn't a whole lot going on back then in the 70s and 80s. We had 3 channels.
Options were limited.
Options were
The
limited.
Love Boat it is.
Yep. I'm familiar with Gopher. Fred also served 4 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1987 to 95.
Of course, because what else do famous people do but run for politics?
Right. Yeah. I wonder if his platform was, hey, I was on the Love Boat.
Probably.
And rounding out FPBs for June the 29th is Gary Busey.
I know him.
Who is 82 years old today. He played Buddy Holly in The Buddy Holly Story in 1978 and was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor. His other starring roles include A Star is Born, Lethal Weapon, Predator 2, Point Break, Under Siege, and The Firm.
And let's just reiterate, A Star is Born from 1976.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, not the Lady Gaga. Who was it?
Did he play a dad?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's where we're going to stop with Gary Busey. We'll just talk about his highlights and move on from there. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
Mark loves watching people's reactions to his amazing singing.
Well, the only reason is because a lot of people think we hired a professional vocalist for that jingle.
Sounds professional.
But I'm here to tell you guys it's actually me.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Matt. You're very kind.
Lift it up a little with the octaves.
I think you can add a new job.
Yeah.
Ooh. You didn't say what type of job.
No.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay, 14 years ago in 2012, Magic Mike was released.
I still have not watched that.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, right. Yeah.
You haven't watched that, Pam?
I've seen bits and pieces, but no, that is not a movie I have started and finished all in one sitting.
Gotcha.
19 years ago in 2007, the first iPhone went on sale. It only had 4 gigs of storage, a 3.5-inch screen, and it cost $499.
Oh, how far we've come.
Oh, how things have changed.
Still don't have an iPhone.
No?
Nope. Android, Samsung.
Android.
Green texter.
A green texter. It's when you send those group texts and you're like, who's the one with the Android?
Kacey ruining it for everyone.
Always one in the group.
Yep.
21 years ago in 2005, Ben Affleck married a pregnant Jennifer Gardner in the Caribbean. She gave birth to their daughter, Violet, 5 months later. She was the better of the Jennifers, though.
I know. Me and Jennifer do share a birthday. J-Lo.
See?
I'm not going to censor that. That was podcast gold.
Mark lives for those moments.
Oh, you're very much welcome. I'm your gal.
Let's see. 36 years ago in 1990, a major league record was set when 2 no-hitters were pitched on the same night by 2 different pitchers in 2 different leagues, the Oakland A's Dave Stewart and the LA Dodgers Fernando Valenzuela. 42 years ago in 1984, the second Conan movie, Conan the Destroyer, was released, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan, Grace Jones as Zula, Wilt Chamberlain as Bombada, and uncredited Andre the Giant as Demon Dagoth. 70 years ago in 1956, Elvis appeared on Steve Allen's variety show. Dressed in a tux, Elvis was forced to sing Hound Dog to a basset hound sitting on a stool.
Poor guy.
Elvis didn't want to do that?
To a dog?
Guess not.
That poor dog. A lucky dog. I don't know.
I would say lucky dog.
Yeah.
Elvis is still alive in Canada, so I'm sure that we can go up and see him anytime we want.
You're a big Elvis fan?
Huge.
Huge, really? Where did that come from? Parents?
I really don't know. When I was a little girl, I just remember just loving him. And then I went to a flea market, got a bust of his head. I have records, stamps. It's a little bit of an obsession.
All right.
You probably your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches too.
Peanut butter, banana.
Peanut butter, banana, and fluff, right?
I believe it was fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. It's banana.
Get it right, Matt.
Sorry, before my time.
It's before my time, too.
71 years ago in 1955, Bill Haley and the Comets' Rock Around the Clock went to #1 and stayed there for 7 weeks.
And then became the theme song to Happy Days. Oh, yeah. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for June the 29th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Looking for a vehicle, but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto Sales on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto Sales today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side. And now, we shift focus fully to our guests in studio, Matt Mocciola and Kacey LePage, and we are talking Wishes in the Valley. But before we get there, Matt, I just would love a little bit of background on you, and if you can tell us what the Maine real estate experience is all about.
Sure. First of all, I can't believe that we're 40 days away from this already. It felt like just yesterday we were
Just starting the meetings.
starting it and then having the last meeting, and I can't. When you said 40 days, I just.
Do you have a little panic attack?
Yeah.
Pam does every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it was 320 something days ago already. But yeah, the Maine real estate experience. We opened here in Auburn just over 2 years ago now. It's a real estate brokerage. Jason Beckfire and I are the two co-founders of the company. We set out to set ourselves different from other places and kind of break the mold of real estate brokerages and make it more friendly for agents and cost friendly for them so that they can sustain their business. In our business, we have 90% turnover where people leave the business within their first 2 years. What we did was we kept more money in our agents' pockets, which allows them to reinvest it back into themselves, allows them to save more money moving forward. It's a hard business. So you go paycheck to paycheck, And if you have some slow months, that's when people start to move on from the business. And there's a lot of good agents who've left the business because they've just had some unlucky times. So we set that apart, made that model where we could sustain, and we've already grown to 73 agents in our first 2.5 years.
That's incredible.
It's crazy, crazy to think about. So we have great agents who do good business with a lot of people, and we are getting out there in the community and becoming more of a, like, there's a lot of brokerages around here who have been here forever, and we're starting to be in the same breath as them, which is good. When people think real estate, we want them to think about us and our agents. So we keep building and trying to grow a great business for years and years to come.
How can folks learn more about the Maine real estate experience?
Yeah, you can visit us at our website. We have a Facebook page, the Maine Real Estate Experience. The website, it's themainrealestateexperience.com, but for easiness, it is tmree.com. You can go on the website, and you can also get a home valuation on our website too, where all you got to do is put in your general information of your house, and someone can give you a valuation, and there's no commitment necessary either for that. So it's pretty easy to do, especially in today's world with technology. Just go on the website and get a valuation of your house and find a realtor all in one click.
Kacey, before we get into Make-A-Wish and Wishes in the Valley, would you like to tell us a little bit about Shampoo Insurance and what you do there?
Sure, yes. So I have been at Shampoo Insurance for 16 years, and I started as a receptionist and then transferred over as an agent. I've been an agent for about 11 years now there, and I'm now doing a dual role of becoming part bookkeeper / personal lines agent, so I'm toggling both. I've been told I am a Swiss Army knife.
Perfect. That's a compliment.
Yes, very much. Yes.
Did you set out in this industry to become a Swiss Army knife?
No. I kind of went off of an ad that just said fax the resume. I Googled the fax number. It was not where I'm at now, and then just kind of got my license within a few months of being there and then transitioned over. So It was not something I was expecting. I was in the medical field before, so yeah, no.
Right. Wonderful. And how can folks learn more about Shampoo Insurance?
We have a Facebook page, Shampoo Insurance. We also have different agencies that have a Facebook page as well. And then you can go to shampooinsurance.net and you can locate an agent that is going to be closest to you.
And shampoo is spelled Champous. For people looking to put that into a search engine, that will get you there. All right, let's shift focus right now to Wishes in the Valley, which is a huge fundraiser for Make-A-Wish Maine. Had its first event last year. I describe it as a backyard party on steroids.
Oh, yeah.
With the
Lots
chairlift.
of steroids.
With the chairlift. Not a lot of backyard parties have a chairlift, but they do at Lost Valley, which is where this event is taking place. It is the perfect venue for Wishes in the Valley. And Kacey, as a volunteer and wish granter for Make-A-Wish Maine, tell us why you decided to get so involved with this organization.
So I didn't think I was going to be this involved when I joined. It was kind of just going to be a wish granter. I volunteered throughout pretty much my whole entire life and took a pause when I had my kids. When they were old enough, I was just like, I'm going to get back into it. And my husband had did one through his work, Wish Kiddo. And I turned the corner at the B2B trade show, and they had a booth, so I took it as a sign and signed up. My first event was the summer block party. I think it was the first year, so I wasn't part of the planning. And then I kind of dove in from there, and I haven't stopped at all. I keep going, yeah.
Taking on more responsibility as the years go by, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Seeing smiles and laughs over sadness is definitely more rewarding.
Yeah, Amazing. And Matt, what was your inspiration for becoming involved with Wishes in the Valley?
So I'd always gone to the previous events too, and I just thought how amazing they were. And then one day I saw Pam had posted that she was starting something else, and I wanted to get involved really from the ground floor and try to help do what I could to help everyone else. It's funny because after our event last year, I went up to Larry and I was like, Larry, I always thought you guys just got together morning of and planned this thing. I thought Larry was going to punch me in the face. I was like, Larry, I was just kidding.
He did in his mind, probably.
Yeah. So obviously I knew there was a lot more that went into it, but I really was a little scared for my life there for a minute with Larry. being a part of it was eye-opening. Wanting to be a part of the whole thing and just seeing, how much work went into it was great. We had an experience with a family member of ours back when I was younger, who was part of Make-A-Wish, and she was a wish. She had a wish granted for her, and I always thought, I was like, man, that is so cool. They do stuff like that for people. When I didn't really know how it happened. Obviously, at a young age, I didn't understand the logistics to it. So having the opportunity to be a part of the program and help, fundraise for this, I just wanted to jump at the opportunity to do what I could to be a part of it and to be a part of the community, and it's such a great cause that's something that I can fully back and feel proud to be part of.
I like Matt's he learns like I do. Like, he came in and he just sat and observed almost the entire stretch of while we were planning and all the things. And obviously he participated. He's our volunteer person, so he corrals as many volunteers as possible and then designates them for certain spots. But last year he was just very quiet and observed, and that's exactly the kind of learner I am. I'm very quiet and I just observe everything. And then he was like, okay, first one's under my belt, and he's like, you're right, don't ever turn volunteers away. We all told him, everybody you can get, just say yes, we'll find something for them to do, because the day of, you always have a handful drop off and you're like, oh no, what happened?
Right. And to be a part of that group, just taking it all in and just listening, because there's so many smart people who know what they're doing, and just kind of figuring out what each person does and what their contributions are. And you don't want to necessarily overstep boundaries or anything like that, but you want to just learn from them too, and then take it forward to the next event, and then try to take those ideas without being a hindrance to everyone else, and just kind of learning from the best. Because the panel that was together last year into this year, it was just, again, I just couldn't believe how good you guys did with planning stuff. So taking it all in was definitely part of it.
I mean, for a bunch of people getting together morning of and planning an event, it came
pretty
up
incredible,
great,
huh?
right? It's amazing.
Yeah, Larry's wife, Larry and I were partners that were the week or 2 weeks prior to that. Kevin didn't see me and Diana didn't see Larry. We were just there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it, and it's all worth it.
Absolutely.
It's after the first Wishes in the Valley last year, I remember at the end of the event, I went up on the hill and just sat by myself for a minute, and I was just I didn't, but I wanted to just bawl my eyes out, because I was like, oh my God, it's over. Look at what we did. And just, it was such a good turnout, even as the event was starting, of course, you don't have time to think or feel any of the things throughout the day, but people 15 minutes before it was supposed to start were just coming in droves. We were I remember seeing probably 20 or 30 people before it even started coming in, and I was like, oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. People bringing their
Here we go.
Here we go. Up, wanting to get prime seating.
Yeah, looking forward to just having a great time. And Mother Nature cooperated.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Well, it was funny when we started talking about the event, we were trying to figure out if what date we wanted to do it, if we wanted to move it from where Summer Block Party had been. And we were in the 9 years that Summer Block Party happened, I think we had it drizzle.
The first year it rained.
But not...
No, it wasn't crazy, because it was pre-set up that way under tents just to be on the safe side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we were we've had really good weather second Saturday in August, so let's just keep rolling with that. So.
Yeah. Just to give a little bit of history, Summer Block Party that Pam mentioned went on for 9 years, and that was started by Jimbo Marston. And when Jimbo passed away, it was time for a change. That was his legacy.
Right. We wanted to leave Summer Block Party with Jim's name. That was his. He started that. He granted, with the Summer Block Party, over 100 wishes in that 9-year tenure, which is just
Incredible.
To start with this little let's have an anniversary party and have it go towards a good cause, and then it evolved into an annual event, which was never supposed to be the case, but he was so proud of that, and he spent a lot of time and energy for that event and towards Make-A-Wish Maine. So we definitely wanted to leave that with him, and have that be his, because he earned it.
So Pam got together with Larry Roy and the crew and created Wishes in the Valley, which is just a huge party waiting to happen on August 8th to benefit Make-A-Wish Maine. And Kacey, can you tell us why it is so important to raise money for this organization and what it does for this community?
Oh my goodness, yes. So in the 9 years that I have been a Wish granter, seeing the whole process, soup to nuts, of fundraising to having it being applied to the family specifically, getting the sponsors involved in the Wish Day or Wish Party or proclamation, it's an overabundance of love and happiness and smiles and tears of joy that you normally don't see for these families and these children, year after year. I'm on Wish Kiddo number 20, and, everybody has their favorite parts, and mine is the very beginning, because that's when you learn the family, you learn the Wish Kiddo, you learn how they got to that point, and it's so impactful on my life that it changes my outlook. So when we're able to involve community, when we're able to involve sponsors, it impacts their life as well, because they're part of their process and their wish journey that they never would have been able to be a part of without these events. So it's definitely one of the things that I'm very proud to say that this community has really stepped up for the kids in Androscoggin and even other counties as well, where wishes still continue on, especially during COVID. It's like the Wish kiddos didn't stop getting sick. They still got referred. They still needed Wish granters. And, it was definitely a lot of twists and turns, but still being able to see the smiles, because a lot of it was Zoom, and then we got to see them one day, which was their Wish Day. And it was still as joyful and memorable as if we would have had this whole process in person. So it does not matter if you are away from this scenario or if you're heavily involved, it's still very much impactful.
Yeah. Make-A-Wish grants wishes for children living with a critical illness. And I'm just curious, Kacey, you've been part of 20 wishes.
Yes.
What have some of those wishes been? What are these kids wishing for?
I would have to say, okay, so I've had a man cave. I've had several trips to Disney. There is a few trips to California for different events. There's also been campers as well as a pool. The pool was my favorite. And a boat. One of my Wish kiddos got a really nice bass boat. So, but my favorite was the pool.
And these wishes, when they are granted, they are huge productions.
Oh, they are. They are months of planning. Usually a wish can go between 6 to 9 months. So usually you get paired with another wish granter. So not only are you learning what the wish is, but you're also learning how to present the wish to the child to say, hey, you're going to Disney, or hey, you're getting a man cave. So it makes you really think outside the box where you don't normally do. And it's just so much fun. I highly recommend it for anybody at all.
And that's what I loved about, I was able to attend the inaugural Wishes in the Valley, and everybody was just having a great time. Everybody was smiling, making new friends, making new connections, all for this wonderful cause.
Right. And then they also bring in Wish kiddos to be involved in it. It's not just for them. They get to be involved. They're either on stage, throughout the crowd. They are just heavily involved just as much as we are.
Matt, this event does not happen without volunteers.
For sure.
And you were in charge of quite a few. Have you ever helped out with an event at this scale?
Not quite this size, no. And it was kind of like trial by fire there, learning and getting there. And you're like, okay, well, then once you're in it, it's everyone's kind of doing their thing. Kacey ran the front table like a pro, and I didn't even want to go near her because she had such a good process going. I was like, oh, you got it.
I've done it a few years.
Right. Yeah, last year we had volunteers that helped with even stuff that's important, like parking. Like, it's not something you necessarily think about being an important thing, but then you're like, okay, well, if people start parking like idiots, then we have less and less spots. So having people organize the parking was great. We had people who were doing raffles going around, and we had games that we were running. We had It was like, what was it, bucket golf?
Bucket golf and disc
Golf at the top of the hill. So we had some volunteers helping running those games, collecting money.
Cornhole.
We had cornhole too. Then we had some silent auction stuff. So there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts. We can always use volunteers. So if anyone wants to volunteer, feel free to reach out to me. Can definitely take those on. And you can send me an email if you want. Matt Mocciola, MattMocciola @tmree.com, and just tell me you're looking to volunteer for Wishes in the Valley, and we'll definitely use you.
The volunteers are so important too. We have volunteers that go relief for other volunteers, so you're not sitting in the same place except maybe the front.
Except for Kacey.
Except for the front. Volunteers are so important. There's just so many hands on deck for an event like this that we could not do it without them. And Matt did a great job last year, just really kind of navigating. I kind of felt bad because he also tried to volunteer himself. And we were like, okay, Matt, this year you are just like
The coordinator
volunteer. Like, you do not have to volunteer. Just make sure everybody is good. And like even volunteers going around, like making sure the other volunteers have water, that they need to go to the bathroom, anything like that.
Food.
Like, yeah, food. So there's just so many opportunities to be a part that, if you can volunteer for an hour or for the entire event, like reach out because it makes a huge difference. And again, we couldn't do it without everybody that's participating, whether small or big.
I definitely want people to be able to enjoy the event too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So come to the event. If you can help out for a couple hours, we'd love to have you. Just let me know. And then enjoy the music, enjoy the food, enjoy the drinks, have fun. Like, it'll be a good time. We'll make it worth your while.
Oh, yeah.
And Pam, there are some changes to Wishes in the Valley, the second annual.
Yeah, I mean, there's additions. I don't know, like, if I would call them a little bit changes, yeah, because we still have disc golf, still have bucket golf, still have cornhole. But this year, there's no tournaments, there's no hole-in-one contest. It's you just come and pay a small donation to play casually. We'll have disc golf starting up at the top of the mountain, so get your ticket to get the chairlift up, have that experience, and then you can play disc golf on the way down the mountain. That's going to be super fun, a cool addition. But also we'll set up a neat little 9-hole or 6 to 9-hole bucket golf course too. So that will just be an activity you can do while you're there instead of just doing the hole-in-one challenge. So it'll be more fun, I think, for people to participate in that capacity. Same with cornhole, small donation, grab your bags to go play, keep them for while you're playing and return them when you're done. And so just grab your partners and go over and do that. We also have Phoenix No Limits Karate coming, showing people how to karate chop a board. There'll be some instruction, and then the participant will be able to chop a board themselves. So that's a pretty neat addition. We have Mark Valancourt coming to do some magic at the top of the mountain as well. There'll be a tent up there where we had a bar last year and not really a lot of stuff going on. So we'll have that up at the top and give more people reason to take that chairlift up. A photo booth. So the first year went amazing, but the second year is really looking like there's just going to be even more and just great things for people to do at it's free to get in, so you get to choose, bring your budgeted money that you can spend and spend it how you wish and just be a part of the whole experience and see what just that little donation from lots of people just turns into a really big gift for Wish Kids.
Yeah.
Are we doing the snowball drop again this year?
Yes, the snowball drop is also happening.
With the Moat Hill.
Yeah.
Well, I think Neocraft is going to bring their little bucket thing, so we're going to dump from like higher up in the air.
Yeah.
So they'll be more likely to actually roll down the mountain, and they're going to mow.
It was a little anticlimactic.
It was totally.
We're all sitting at the bottom of the hill waiting.
Awesome
We're just waiting for
watching
one to make it as far as it could. So
Yeah, all of us volunteers were like freaked out that someone might get hurt, and then they dropped the balls, and we were like, oh.
It's like, when is this going to end? I need to get back to the front.
we're losing daylight.
And of course, there's going to be live music at Wishes in the Valley from Ish and Fire in the Hole. Fire in the Hole returning for this year. They were phenomenal last year.
They're always a great addition and play some amazing music.
The party waiting to happen on August 8th. As with volunteers, this event does not happen without the generous support of our sponsors as well. We'd like to thank Wish sponsors, Rusty Lantern Market, Ruper's Beverage and Redemption, the Auburn Exchange Club, and Lee Auto. And Coyote sponsors, DeBlois Electric, the Fortin Group, and the Maine Real Estate Experience. Anything else folks should know about Wishes in the Valley or Make-A-Wish Maine?
Save the date, Wishes in the Valley, August 8th. You can go to our website, wishesinthevalley.com. If you're not able to go but want to contribute, there's a donation button there. Also, again, there's ways to connect with us directly. Either email Matt at his email address he announced earlier, or wishesinthevalley@gmail.com as well. Raffle items, if you're a business or you have
An
entrepreneur, anything that you would like to donate for a raffle or silent auction, just reach out and we can accommodate and meet up with you and get that from you. And so every little bit helps. It doesn't, like I said earlier, no matter how big or small, all of it adds up and turns into
changing lives.
Granting wishes and changing lives, and
which is what this event is all about. Kacey, how can folks learn more about Make-A-Wish Maine?
They have a website that you can go to, wish.org, and then you would select Maine. And then from there, you'd be able to see stories, find ways to refer if you know a child that has a critical illness that would benefit from a wish. It also gives different abilities for different events that other organizations may hold for them. I know there's like young agents where they hold different events to help raise. So it does give a plethora of information on what they do, how they help, and that it stays to Maine. It doesn't get out of Maine. It's all to just Maine kids.
One more question for you. How has your involvement with Make-A-Wish Maine changed you?
Oh, that's a loaded one. Let's see. It's opened my eyes to anything is possible to anybody, that nobody is invisible. It doesn't matter if you have a cookie cutter life or if you have, a rough go at it, that critical illnesses affect everybody. And to not judge a book by its cover, to not let somebody else's reaction to things, because you don't know what they're going through. And that is one of the big things is you go to a store and you see a kid, having a tantrum. Could that kid have something, a medication that's triggering something? It's like, is he just having an off day, or did she just come from a treatment? You don't know, you don't judge. And that's one of the things that it's really taught me, is that you embrace people, you learn about them before you make any kind of judgment whatsoever.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
I think it's time, Pam.
oh boy,
It's time.
they've been waiting
I know.
all morning for this.
It is time for 3 random questions where Pam and I will ask Kacey and Matt questions that have nothing to do with their employment, Make-A-Wish Maine, or Wishes in the Valley. We're just trying to get to know the two of you a little better.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Rip the Band-Aid.
We'll start with Matt on this one. Putting your professional skills aside, what could you teach someone to do today with 100% certainty?
I've played softball here in Lewiston, Auburn since I was 16 years old, so I could probably teach you how to get hit by a softball. I pitch for my slow pitch team, and I go up there every Monday night and hope to God I'm not getting a 6-inch softball hit back at me at 90 miles an hour. So I could probably teach you how to play softball and survive through it. Yeah.
All right.
You know, cover your face. That's what I usually do. And if I get hit somewhere else, you know, that's my problem. But the face is the important part. Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, don't use my photos anymore for my advertising, right? That's probably something about me I can teach you.
All right. Do you pitch?
I do pitch.
All right.
Slow pitch. So I pitch it, and then I back up as fast as I can. And then, I literally keep my mid up by my facial area. So, again, if I get hit somewhere, it's hopefully not the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Casey, same question for you.
Ooh, I've been thinking about this one since you asked him, and I'm like, everything kind of gets tied back in. I can confidently teach somebody how to make gluten-free chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
That's important. My wife has celiac.
Yeah. I have some inflammation conditions that require me not to eat gluten, so I am learning the ways, and I have confidently figured out how to make gluten-free chocolate chip cookies that taste good.
Awesome. That is a skill.
Good quality.
That is, yes. It took a hot second, but after a few different batches, they're solid.
All right.
That's my go-to when you're like, hey, can you donate a baked good? Yep, I'm making gluten-free cookies. There you go. Here's a batch.
All right. Pam's up, and we'll start with Casey.
All right, Casey. If you had to choose one meal to eat for dinner for the rest of your life, what does that meal contain?
Is popcorn a choice?
A meal? You're going to have popcorn for your meal?
There's 4 grams of protein in a cup of popcorn.
Okay, sure.
No.
You can choose whatever you would like.
It would probably be roasted chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, and a vegetable. That would be, because you take the chicken and...
You have a little bit of different...
Yeah, you swoosh it in the potatoes and gravy, and it's just a beautiful combo.
All right. Matt?
It would probably be beef stroganoff.
Oh.
My wife hates it because every time, we talk about, what were we having for dinner tonight? And she'll say, don't say beef stroganoff. And I'll say, well, that's beef stroganoff. So that's probably my choice.
I haven't had a beef stroganoff in a long time. I'm hungry.
I know, right?
No, I haven't had my second breakfast yet.
All right, final question. We'll start with Matt. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time?
So when I'm at home and the kids are asleep and I have a minute to myself, I do like to play Xbox a little bit. So I assume if I was doing that at nighttime when I couldn't, do actual work stuff, like prospecting for real estate, I think I would be doing, I'd be home playing probably Xbox if, as long as my wife would allow me to. And then it would be,
As long as your wife is sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what are we talking for games? What are you playing?
So I like to play, I like sports games. I play Rocket League a lot. My oldest son is starting to play too, so we can play together, and he's 6 years old and already better than me at those games.
That's what usually happens.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's defeating, when you've been playing games for your whole life, and then he comes in at 6 years old and he's, playing Fortnite and Rocket League better than I am, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to go to sleep then. But yeah.
All right. Casey, if you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time?
To be honest, I would probably clean and organize. Yeah, because that's what I do.
That's why you're so good at the front desk.
That's why I'm so good, yes.
Yeah.
I am very organized. I know what I want to do. I make mental lists. I handwrite lists, and I like checking boxes off. So that's definitely, I would clean and organize.
All right. Mm-hmm. Are you a paper and pen kind of list maker?
I am.
Yeah.
I have a list on my phone, but it usually goes from my phone to paper because I like it's a satisfaction. Like when you read, you turn a page, or you have a list, you cross it off. Deleting it's not the same because it goes away.
I agree.
Thank you both so much for your time today.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for being involved with this awesome event,
100%.
Wishes in the Valley, which is happening again on Saturday, August 8th at Lost Valley. Starts at 3 p.m.
Yes.
All right.
Would you say 40 days away?
40 days away.
40 days.
All right. I'll give you guys a chance to regain your composure.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
There we go. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.